Hey guys, it's siu-yee. Welcome back to my channel. It has been over 3 months since I moved from Pennsylvania to New Jersey in order to live with my parents to pay off my debt. And I really just want to share some of the things that I could have probably done better to make this move a little bit easier for myself, specifically in terms of becoming a New Jersey resident and dealing with all the paperwork that I have to deal with for my recently paid off car. Especially if any of you are considering moving to New Jersey or to another state, you'll probably have to deal with a lot of these things as well. Of course, back in December, we were in a pandemic, so I also just want to highlight some of the things that you may encounter during a move out of state, especially if they were things that you probably wouldn't have considered in 2020 BC. For those of you who haven't seen any of my videos before, I am in a lot of student loan debt, and before I was actually aggressively paying off my private student loans, I was actually saving up to pay off my car lease and buy out my car from Nissan. The month in which I was actually able to save up the money to do this was back in December 2020. I ended up getting my vehicle title and bill of sale in late January. This is significant because I had actually made an appointment online to go to the DMV on January 9th to get my new license and register my vehicle when I moved. Now, I normally wouldn't make an appointment to go to the DMV, but because of the pandemic, a lot of DMVs or MVCs aren't really accepting walk-in customers unless you literally go in before 7 a.m. and grab a ticket to hold your spot later that day. And I've seen some of the lines at these DMVs, so it's very likely that you may not even be able to get a time slot for that day, even if you get there early. So what ended up happening was that I didn't get my title by the January 9th date. I actually got it, I think, January 21st, and I was only able to get my new license at this DMV. And that was fine. However, because I didn't do my license and registration in the same appointment, I was not able to go back to that same DMV because that DMV did not deal with title transfers or registrations alone. They had to do out-of-state license and registration together, which to me makes no sense. And the title had to be notarized. I personally haven't notarized anything before, and it's something that sounds expensive, but you can actually just go to the bank and they'll do it for free. There were some lines on the title that I wasn't comfortable just filling out myself. The guy who was notarizing it just asked me to sign one thing, and he also wasn't really sure about some of the other fields. After he notarized it, I just hoped that the people at the DMV would tell me what I'm supposed to fill out because I really didn't want to mess up this very official, expensive document. Once I got my title notarized in late January, I actually decided to make another online appointment to register my car. And the way that I did this was looking up moving to New Jersey DMV. And this webpage is actually pretty useful. It tells you that you have to schedule an appointment at a motor vehicle license center with a current valid driver's license. That's to get your license. But it also tells you what you need to do for your vehicle. Now, under New Jersey law, you must transfer your vehicle title and registration with or without a lien within 60 days of moving. I don't think I met the 60-day mark because that would have been February 5th. So I actually went to the schedule an appointment website. I clicked make an appointment. I immediately went to transfer from out of state. Transfer your driver's license from another jurisdiction. If completing a driver's license transaction, you may also transfer your out of state title and or Oh! They updated their website. I should have taken a screenshot. Is my memory that bad? There's no way. No. I promise you there was nothing in bold. I showed my mom. My mom is a witness. She's not going to be in this video, but she's a witness, and she saw what I saw because I was getting really annoyed. So this is what happened. I went to transfer from out of state, and there it said transfer your driver's license and registration. I ended up choosing this other DMV that had out-of-state transfers and then vehicle registration in the description. So I did go to a different DMV. It was about half an hour away from me, so I ended up driving over there. So excited, but also kind of nervous that something was gonna go wrong. Like, I just had this feeling. And even though I tried calling just to make sure that this was the right appointment, when you call the New Jersey DMV, they just take you to an answering machine.
Thank you for calling the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission.
Because I wasn't able to call and I wasn't about to drive there for no reason, I just had my appointment. I went to my appointment. I believe it was February 16th. I waited for like 10 minutes and then the person looking up the people who were waiting in line asked me what I was there for, and I told her to transfer my out-of-state registration, and she was like, "Oh, with your license?" And I was like, "No, just my registration." And she was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here. So I was not supposed to be there. She told me that I was supposed to go to yet another location to do this. I was like, all right, well, just tell me where I need to go and I will make an appointment there. So when I did that, I went back online and chose the same out-of-state transfer appointment type. In that appointment type, the location that I was supposed to go to did not show up. I ended up going down to the new title registration section, which is now underneath the vehicle center category, which is very interesting to me because now I'm thinking they revamped this website because I am not the only person who went through this. Then the location that she told me to go to showed up. Okay guys, today is the day. I am finally, hopefully, getting my car registered in New Jersey and I have all my documents. I have my lien release letter from Nissan. I just really hope that this is the right appointment because I've tried doing this twice already and it just hasn't worked out. I would call if they didn't just have an answering machine pick up for all of New Jersey. So that's just not an option right now and I'm gonna have to waste gas and go there in person to find out whether or not I made the right appointment and I'm at the right place. So fun times. Hope I have a better day later. Hope my car becomes a New Jersey resident. Only time will tell. Finally was able to register my car at this location. I got my license plates. I filled out the fields that I wasn't sure about. It was honestly the best DMV experience I've probably had. And then the lady told me that I had to take my car over to get it inspected. Turns out that the original location where I got my license from actually does vehicle inspections as well, and they are completely free. Isn't that amazing? So I went there and I brought my license, registration, and insurance with me. Turns out that only cars that are 5 years or older actually need to be inspected. Since the year of my car is 2018, I didn't actually have to go through the formal inspection and I only needed new inspection stickers. They took the old ones off for me, which was nice. I was done within 5 minutes. So if you're moving to New Jersey, just make sure to book your appointment, and if you're gonna buy your car, buy it by the time that you would need to get the title, because if you have a car lease, you're gonna end up spending more money registering your vehicle and you'll have to wait until the DMV gets the title from the leasing company and then you have to go back and then you register your car. So it's an extra step in between that you may want to avoid. Also, if you're moving to New Jersey, I know that Geico does offer the defensive driving discount in New Jersey, but they don't in Pennsylvania. Definitely look into that because that can really lower your premium. I actually am gonna have to retake my defensive driving course because mine expires this June, even though I've barely had a chance to take advantage of it. And if you don't mind waiting to get your New Jersey license, then I would also recommend just not getting it until you have the title to your car and you can do both of them at once, because I now know that that is the easier method. Also, don't forget to return your plates to the previous state. I still haven't returned my Pennsylvania plates, but I will, I promise. The thing is that when I looked it up, I couldn't find any drop-off locations, so the only thing that shows up on their website is to just return the plate to the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, and so I'll have to spend money on sending those Pennsylvania plates through the mail to that address. Good luck to anyone moving to New Jersey or any other state. Remember that right now there may not be walk-in availability, so definitely make your appointments in advance and have your paperwork ready because you don't want to be missing something at the DMV and they ask you for the Declaration of Independence. And make sure that your name is spelled consistently on all documents. Thanks for watching.